I'm joined by Stephen Wingfield, Chief Revenue Officer at Bicom Systems. I'm so glad to welcome you to the Bicom Chat Studio and the Partner Summit.
Thank you very much, Anya, and thank you for organising everything.
Certainly. I hope you've had a great trip.
Yes, and we even got a chance to look at Sarajevo last night.
That is really great. How are you liking Medjugorje?
I haven't yet seen as much as I want, but above all, thank you for the weather.
Yeah, it is beautiful. So, after a successful 20 years of Bicom Systems, what would you say was the main idea behind the company, and does it still stand today?
The main idea when we started 20 years ago was to unify communications, to take all of the technologies that were coming together at that moment with VoIP, and to use the new opportunities with VoIP to bring them together in a way that the users could get far more. Now, that continues to exist. We will continue to see more technologies coming forth that need to be brought together for a user, unified, but we need to start going further than that. Our new vision really reflects that. Our new vision is to reinvent the way in which organizations communicate, collaborate, and connect. And it isn't just that the technologies are causing more ways to communicate, but the opportunity for people to work closer in the technology is greater and greater, but there is a risk of disconnection. And so we need to think truly and deeply how to make those tools allow individuals to resonate and have a feeling of working with each other.
How would you say that Bicom Systems consistently maintain growth and high performance over time?
First and foremost, we don't lose customers. And that goes a lot to the product team and the continuing development that's brought through with the products. But it is also the support and all of the other parts of the company that maintain an efficient structure. Small special mention to marketing, because we're not just presenting ourselves, but we're helping to give the customers, our partners, the tools in order to present themselves. Beyond that, we keep asking. The very reason we're at this partner summit is to meet the partners in their many different markets, different verticals, but also different geographies, and hearing what is happening in all those different places. And it's often not the same, but in order to give them what they need to win their next customer. And you never quite know what that next customer wants. It's always something different. But also to keep us growing, to keep pushing the message out to the market. I remember one prospect, it took 7 years for them to join us before they were ready to make that decision. But they really appreciated that we kept telling them how things were moving, both with our product, but also how we saw the market was evolving. And when they were ready, they made the decision that was right for them.
What have been some of the biggest industry-related challenges Bicom Systems has faced?
Originally, when we started, it was very easy for many competitors to start. They could start almost with no investment, no infrastructure. But that was just start. What it took to then continue to remain dedicated and to evolve and to expand. Originally we were 3 of us, and then it became 6, and then 20, and then into the hundreds. But other big challenges that happened, financial crisis, 2008, COVID, these came and these went, but we found customers didn't come and go. They just kept on pushing their business through those struggles. But probably one of the largest industry factors, large VC names that we've heard of that were backed when money was cheap are now struggling to repay their loans. And so will we see that as an opportunity, whether they can continue developing their investments the way they did, seems to be in question.
Do you have one piece of advice that you would share to a young professional that is entering the industry like right now?
Was I young once? Above all, keep your costs down, which is to say, when you're starting, go with hosted solutions rather than creating your own infrastructure. And that isn't just the capital investment, it's the time that you'll be dragged into when you really should be creating your own market. As far as creating that market, look for your niche. That could be geographic, or it could be a vertical. If it's a vertical, something such as insurance, find that difference where you really understand that industry. If it's geographic, make sure that you're really known by everybody in that community. Your customers, they know other people like themselves that own businesses. They'll be the recommendations that take you forward. But above all, as we were saying earlier with respect to ourselves, listen. You're not there because you have a product, a offer. You're not even there because you have a solution. You're there to understand the way that their business functions, so that what you produce in the end is what would allow their business to work efficiently. Each one is different, and it's when you show that you truly wish to understand them and everything that matters to them, that you'll be able to advance and take them further.
Looking ahead, what do you see as the key opportunities for Bicom systems?
Big companies are leaving. Not just some of the VC-backed ones that may be struggling with the finances, but we've heard that NEC is completely leaving the North American market. And Mitel has made clear that they wish to concentrate more and more on the on-site, so they're effectively leaving the hosted space by default. But beyond that, on the positive opportunities, there is just more value as there is more complexity. We have unified communications, we'll keep getting more and more detail, but we have a situation where every individual will become an omni-channel, whether it's using their WhatsApp, their Viber, their Facebook, the list keeps going on. And to allow that to become simpler and simpler is the challenge we'll need to meet. But above all, AI. It's the same themes as have been recurring in telecoms for generations and generations, productivity. But the detail of it keeps getting more and more precise. And again, the greater the need to listen and understand what the end users need to make their businesses work.
So as we're here to celebrate our 20th anniversary, what is a message that you would like to share with existing and potential Bicom systems partners?
The best is yet to come. Company at its heart remains driven by the founders, debt-free, and it is a really stable base from which to work forward. But the sheer opportunity for adding value will never be greater than it is in the decades that we're facing.
A very encouraging and positive message, I would say.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen, for joining me.
Thank you very much, Anya.
Thank you.